Welcome. My name's Brian Knight, and I live near Melbourne in Australia. And it's just after 5 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday for me, and for Tuesday for you, Tom.
Hey, Brian.
So, welcome. Oh, Emma been and Darren's coming too. Okay, let's just share this quickly. So, welcome to the FOREX analysis session. Just note any trades discussed in this group are to be classed as educational only. That's because we're people helping each other, and we are not financial advisors. If we were, we'd probably be doing other things. Please only take trades you're happy to take based on your own analysis. There's a full risk disclosure. Bit about us as live session traders. Well, that Tuesday starting to move things around. Anyway, so that was nice. I'm still in AUD CAD for sell. It gave us a spike up, top, and then pushed down. Like it did this push down and then suck back up as well. But yeah, price is actually above where the last finished brick in the Renkos have completed. So I'm going to stay in this one. We've got, nothing's changed here yet. It's just come up. Price is down below this last green wick. It is dancing around a little bit. I'm certainly hoping we'll get a sellout or a further sellout anyway. We will see. So yeah, that one's, yeah. And you've got, yesterday we put this trend line in and stuff. So, and it's back white on the trend bar for the bricks. Okay. Simple. I can't remember what I am. Still up by about 70 pips, or in the sell. So it's okay. AUD Oh, and from that perspective, I got in one, two. I think we're back on the 15th there on that candle over there, which is sort of around that. Isn't it interesting though? There, Tom, look at that, where the wick came up to the box and then pulled away.
Yeah, good sign.
A good sign, he says. Okay, right. Yeah. Good sign for a longer term sell potentially. Well,
Well, down to the box.
yeah, yeah. Yes, I was about to say that longer term, but only down to the box, which would still be a pretty nice sort of move anyway. Okay, AUD This is the same thing. I got in after 1, 2, 3. It was for the sell. It pulled back up. I stayed in. It's pulled down. It's pushed back up a little bit. I'm still like 71 pips or so in profit at the moment. It has turned wide. It's come back. It's crossed over the trend bar. It's poked the wick down. Now that's it's opposite to AUD CAD. This could mean that it might be pushing back up to the box. But if it does, I'm fine with that too. I'm sort of trying to work out, Tom, when I get out of trades as well, if they're going in the wrong. But anyway, well,
Immediately.
yeah, but what is it? Wait till we get to UCAD and then we'll talk about it. Anyway, okay, so still staying in this at the moment. This wick down here hasn't given you an immediately get out situation.
I'm sorry, what?
The AUDCHF
Yes.
with this wick down.
Oh, I can't see it on your screen. I'm sorry. I didn't know what you were talking about.
It's okay. I'll just make it a bit bigger. So
Oh, there you go.
there's a wick down there.
Mm-hmm.
Should that be an indication? Or like, I'm just trying to work out what are the signs that you use to go, I'm getting out immediately because it's going in the wrong direction. Does it need to be a full brick?
Well,
Like
it
that's
depends. No, it depends. Where's your entry?
Entry was back up here, somewhere here.
Okay. So to me, I would look at this and say, as long as that brick does not get any higher than that red wick,
Oh, this one here. Yeah.
it shouldn't close any higher than this blue row of bricks.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Okay. So it's
But
not
to
like
me,
one wick in the wrong direction, or two wicks in the two bricks. Sorry, a brick or two bricks in the wrong direction with a wick, whatever. Then that's the sign to get out. I'm just trying to fathom, and it's different for every situation. I understand that, but as a basic sort of rule, I'm sort of looking for that sort of thing. But that's okay.
However, let me finish what I was going to say.
Yeah. Yeah. Go, please.
I would say the top of the red wick, if you're willing to stay in this trade because you truly believe it's going to continue down.
Yeah.
However, your lines didn't change. Do you see your green line and your white line now?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
You've now started a pullback.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's why you got your green wick, because it didn't change this line.
Yeah. Yeah. Correct.
So you have no idea how far it's going to pull back. So if this was me, had I taken this, I would be out immediately now because that gave you a wick telling you there's going to be some sort of pullback. Even if it's just to this row of blue bricks, and that's as high as it goes.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. I'm already out of the trade. I'll take the profit. I'll let it fail here and I'll get back in.
Yeah.
I may be just in too early.
Yes.
You don't know that this isn't going to break the high.
Yeah, correct.
If you look exactly where I told you it was going to pull back to, that white zone with the green wick. And I said, I would almost bet you that the next candle that closes in here is going to be a solid one. Well, it didn't. It turned out to be a wick. And now you're already in a buy. You're buying upwards. You're going up. So all the white wicks, unless it fails to break the last high right there, everything out of this is a short.
Yeah.
But you don't know how far back this is going to pull.
Yeah, correct.
So since you've already profited, put the money in your pocket and you can get back in.
Yeah, okay.
That's how I would trade it.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's
I'm not in this yet because I'm not ready to put a trade on this yet. I'm still waiting.
Yeah. I gotcha.
Because my buy, I'm waiting for the buy for this to bottom out completely and then buy it up because we're buying up.
Okay. Oh yeah. And yeah, we're talking longer term buying up. Yeah, okay. No worries. That's good. Thank you. Yeah, I've given up a little bit of that profit, but maybe I'll reevaluate. At the moment, what I'm willing to do is willing for it to come back to that box and just try this theory out.
Hey, do it.
No, I will.
I'll tell you what.
I will.
It doesn't mean I'm right. you could be absolutely 100%, and this thing could just drop off tomorrow.
Yeah.
Just saying how I would trade it.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
what I'm used to seeing.
And that's exactly what I asked. So perfect. Thank you. Anyway, Darren, you're still wondering about this, I would say, from where you're sitting with it. It was a little short, but nothing convincing.
Yeah, it's still all very frustrating, really. From what I'm finding, just nothing. Well, I mean, there's a few going in the right direction, but not very convincingly at the minute.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
They just keep sucking back and turning around, and
well,
I'm only in one trade.
Trump must be on holiday. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm only in 5. So Trumpy's not sort of stirring the pot too much at the moment. Well, he is, but nothing that's affecting the market greatly. Amazing, you're waiting for that. But yeah, I got into both of these, AUD CAD, AUD CHF, and yes, it's given me some little profit. It's not anything substantial, but that's okay. But anything's okay. As I said, I'll wait see what happens. I'll back. If I lose it all, then I'm not too fussed. But it's part of the lesson of it. Now, AUD JPY, I'm just really annoyed that I didn't get into that. But maybe that's right, because
for the sell you mean, Ryan, or
the sell. Yeah, I head back here.
Well, I didn't get any, so I'm glad I didn't, because it's just not. It didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, no, it didn't go anywhere. That's right. Well, you got the short there, and then it just went down, up, and we're all doing that. But I could have got in at the same time as AUD CAD and CHF. There would have been a bit of profit. Now it's sort of just, you can see from the bricks, it's just going sideways.
I mean, these JPY pairs are looking like they're heading back up. I mean, again, it might just be short-lived, but when you come to the others, they're all sort of pushing up today.
But not convincingly,
Not
though.
Convincingly, no. That's the problem. Nothing's convincing.
Nothing. Even AUD and ZD, we were talking yesterday, like, but prices start back up again. I'm in this one, I'm in this trade for the sell, and I was like, it went from negative to a point, like I'm like 5.5 pips up, because it's pulled back a little bit.
Yeah.
But from that sort of point of view, there's a red on this higher time frame trend bar, and we've gone white on the on this. So this could be just a pullback before we start to get the drop off. Like, I'm willing to wait there. It could be, we could talk a second trade on it. We'll just see. But this is, see the red wick up here, you want it not to break that. But anyway, again, we'll see. But we're going now Tuesday into Wednesday. That's you're on Tuesday. We're going into the Wednesday. So that's why you get these change of directions to maybe then continue on. We'll just see what happens later in the week. Okay, AUD Singapore, don't like it. It's chopping around all over the place. Don't need to. AUD USD has pulled back a bit, but still, I don't want to be in this with it chopping around all over the place.
But again, I thought of getting back in, and glad I didn't.
No.
I mean, it's sort of in an uptrend, but it's so choppy, isn't it? You just can't.
Yeah.
You have to have such a big stop loss just to.
I was about to say it's not sort of percentage-wise worth it, because you're going to have such a large stop loss, and then it just bounces around like it's crazy and wicky. Anyway, not in this. We'll see. Okay, CAD CHF. Now, this is one that I should really be in this trade. I was talking yesterday. That's why I've marked it up with this yellow. That was a long. This brick here was a long, and over here you can't really see it, but this really shows from a Renko perspective that there's a buy option in there. From my opinion, probably not Tom's but I would be looking at this to break that high up here.
This is the only one I'm in.
Oh, for the buy. You are in it. Okay.
Yeah.
And you got in back here somewhere.
I got in down there at the second row. One, two, right there. Yeah. At the top of that.
Yeah.
I got in. I have a 15. I have a 15 pip stop loss.
Stop loss. Okay, yeah.
It's interesting. Right. That green candle on mine doesn't look like that. It's much smaller, and there's big wicks top and bottom. Just shows in price feed. Yeah,
that's price feed difference.
Yeah. But it looks far less convincing on my price feed.
Yeah. Correct. And you see, that's the thing. If you're following the standard candles, which I look at them still, don't worry about that. But the point is, there's Tom already in profit, a small amount of profit on it, where you're looking at it going, I'm not going to go anywhere near it. A very different sort of perspective. Yeah. And again, this is like AUD JPY. I really needed to get in around here. Yes, it did a bit of a suckback, but that's the way it is. But now we've gone green. That's gone blue. I've seen it, drop. It's pulled back to here. On standard candles, I can see it, but it might not move very quickly. It's like
created a new low with your wick on your daily.
Correct. Down here, yeah, and then push back up. So it created a high, created a low, come back, and there's a heap over here that it could, come back up. But anyway, and then
Yeah, but can I trip you out for just a second?
Go for it. Yeah.
Okay. Can you swap this to the 4 hour? I'm sorry, to the 1 week?
Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. 1 week. And then
check this out.
Yeah, it's in a downtrend.
Yeah. So
yeah, but this is a point where it'll do pullback though.
My point exactly. So you see the last white brick that it created?
This
on
one
your
down
left,
here,
up at the top. The last white brick that it created up at the left at the top. No, down. You see the line it created?
Oh, there.
That one right there. Draw a box across it real quick.
Yeah, sure. Can do.
Cool. Now go back to your 2 hour.
2 hour. Yeah, that's where it's coming back up to, you reckon? And that's way up there.
Right.
But,
so if we make
it isn't going to go into one straight line though, Tom. We know that.
Oh, God, I hope it doesn't. I'm gonna pick up trades all the way up.
Yes.
I think we just happened to catch the bottom.
Yeah, this down here.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
And if that's the case, it's going to have to come back up to test that high.
Yeah, but it's going to have to break that. It's going to have to break that. It's going to have to break that. It's going to have to break that.
Right. And I have it to where it just doesn't want to break this last long I put on. Because it can go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, as long as that line has changed to green.
Yeah.
And it breaks this high, I'm in it. It's
See
gone.
from this,
this is not coming back for a while.
That's February here. This has been red.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, it's gone blue, right? You know, it's done that. But now we've changed, like all that red has gone green, red, green again. So it looks like, as you just said, this could be the bottom out here. And it looks like it's coming up to cross over, like it crossed over there. It might take a bit, it might cross over and then back and whatever, and then take off. But it looks like it's tired of going down and it's getting ready to start going back up.
Right. So if you take the high where it's red to your left,
Oh, sorry.
See all the blue ones up to the left right there? No, right where you're at. Right where you're at. Stop.
Yeah, these ones.
The blues right before it. Go back down.
Blues right before it. Oh, you mean down here?
No, the blue, the high, right there where the line's red, right there.
Yeah.
Right there. Okay. So I'm looking for this to get beaten. I want this gone, this mid high. Because when you get the mid high across broken, go straight across. You see that mid high that it just created? Right there.
Mm-hmm.
You see how it came up and touched that last white candle?
Yes, this one here. That's right.
So the next last white candle above it in the next group is the target. So when it breaks this local high that it just created, that's the target. And once it hits that target, it's gone. It's going to keep going. It won't come back. But this is the crucial turn.
It's interesting to also see here on currently where it is. I don't know if you can see it, Tom. But look, every one of those, or not every one, sorry, that's not, but nearly every candle has a wick going up.
Exactly. That means that's nothing but liquidity sitting there where people have their money.
Yeah. And it just goes and bites it and then pulls back and goes and gets it and pulls back.
Right. And so you see this last green wick that touched into the box?
Yeah,
and it took the blue candle?
Yeah, blue candle.
But it missed the white one.
Yeah.
So now we know the white is climbing because of this white one that it created.
Yeah.
So if
it's taken that one out, isn't it? It's come back down and taken that.
So you have accumulation, manipulation, distribution. It failed, and now it's got to make a new high. So if all this money's sitting here, 1, 2, 3, 4, all those red wicks, where's the next part of the money? It's got to go above to your left. And where is it? It tapped that blue one. It's got to go after that one.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just a series. It's going to be a series of big moves.
Yeah, but it could also but it also could be a bit of chopping around here until it does go up though too. Because we haven't got
absolutely turn right here and take out this fair value gap and just wipe me out.
Yeah. But what I'm looking at is these two trend bars haven't crossed over yet. Not like, but see what happened. It could do something similar to this.
Yeah.
Like this sort of like chop. Well, we got white, come back touch, and then it dropped off.
Right.
So we could have this sort of, you can already see it's doing a bit of this green, we haven't really come to them meeting up yet. Okay.
So again, I may be in early.
Yeah, but you are an early adopter, Thomas.
Yeah. So, but that was my point of getting in so early, because if it's going to take off, I want to be as close as I can to start.
Well, early would have been 1, 2, 3. It would have been there at the X48 on the inside.
But it didn't puncture yet, so I didn't know whether it was going back down or.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
No, I understand.
That's why I didn't get in yet.
Yeah, correct. But retrospectively, when you look at it, that would have been a good, like it's anyway. But you wouldn't have, we didn't know, we wouldn't have known. Like if you look at it from that perspective, you go like, oh yeah, it's chubbing around and it could probably drop back down.
That's right.
That's when she did this. Okay. Okay. Well, for you, Derek, you're not convinced yet, and that's okay. Maybe that's much more of a conservative view, and not willing to do that. I still look at the two currency pairs, right? And we've got CAD to a CHF, but this to really go, the Swiss franc has to sort of fall on its knees for this longer term stretch of a buy on the CAD. So what's fundamentally got to happen in the world for the CAD to be stronger? Do you know what I mean? I'm a little mixed at this point. I'm not saying what you're looking at, Tom, is not correct. Absolutely. But I'm just like in the back of my head, I'm just going like US and CAD. CAD's stronger than what the US is, as in currency currently, but it doesn't mean it won't change. I think in this shorter term, I'm looking for buy. Okay, good. It's an interesting view. All right, CAD JPY. Oh, look at that. Get rid of this. See how the dance has occurred here as well. This is the thing and that CAD, again, if we look here, see how it's made that low, pushed up, dance, pulled back, pushed up, made a new high, pull back down again. The chance is it's going to go up looking for this up here. Break that and come up and, it's a bit hard to see. Where's the what one? There. Come up looking for that there. Now, the thing about it is this, I don't know, JPY is this. But that's already 1, 2, 3. That's already a long in there, and that's already pushed off. Now, it is below currently that, so you can see where it's pushed up and then sucked back. But you see, Darren, from your point of view, you got a short there, you get in, but they're not really convincing. And now it's gone up and absolutely blitzed whatever stop loss you might have put in place.
Yeah, well, I didn't get in because it wasn't very good.
Yeah. I agree. I can see this one pushing up. So we'll just...
Well, from a fundamental perspective, Bank of Japan did drastically reduce their expectations. Growth of the economy for the year. They sort of halved them. I think it was a few weeks ago that now. So the bias is towards Japanese yen being weak and so these pairs pushing up.
Yeah. And if you look there, the annualized growth is like for Canada is looking good.
Yeah. And that last sort of little push down there was very short-lived, wasn't it?
Yes.
And but the buy candles. We're looking now. Looking stronger.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at that for a buy on that. Anyway, okay, there's a couple.
If we get a long, I'll probably get into the buy in a nutshell.
Well, I've already got a long based on the. I mean, well and truly. It's just that it's sucked back a little bit. I think that's the Tuesday, Wednesday, and then we'll see what happens in the next brick. Yeah. But I think I don't know. Anyway,
I mean, the next candle might be the long on this one, but we'll see.
Okay. Don't be sucked in. Okay, CHF, JPY. This is weird. Again, this is Tom. Remember, we spent a bit of time on this one for this to buy.
Mm-hmm.
You're still in the buy camp, are you?
Yeah.
Good. So you look at it this here. Look at the push up, and this is on the, and you think it's gone, it's down, it's pushed up. You think, well, we'll get a push back down again. It's like, and what you're suggesting, potentially there's a push back up, and that's okay. No problem. We're just chopping around here at the moment, and you can see that on the bricks. You got this pack of bricks going up and down and up and down. Nothing at all to convince one direction or the other. I think for me,
it is fascinating how it played out, though, right? Look where it came down and wicked into that candle. Right where the entry is.
This one here. Yeah. This wick here. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can see it over here. Wick down into it. Yeah. And then just suck back up again. Yeah. There's so much of this occurring. But both trend lines are actually quite a distance apart from each other currently. Yeah. God. This, for me, this is just not ready for anything at the moment. I've got to, because I'm looking, if this is going to buy, it's going to have to break this wick over here in this line. And then 1, 2, 3, it's likely to be well and truly into, but then when you might get there and then just suck back too. So I'm not, I don't know. Again, it would have to. I'm just, mixed on that one. Okay, you're at AUD. Right. Really should have been back in that one back here. But anyway.
Again, just look how small the candles are. Just looking on the
Yeah. There has been a push up, but it's sucked back in here somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, this is where I'm looking at potentially to get into it. Doesn't really, anyway. We do have a change in the trend bar. I mean, that's really, the white to blue. It's still red though on the main, and maybe it's coming up to cross it over and push back up. Anyway, all right, EuroCAD. Blah.
Same, just sideways.
I know all of this rubbish. You look over there and it's garbage. Okay, Euro CHF, same. Look at it.
It's been like this for weeks and weeks now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, since back over really 24th of April. It goes down, it goes up, it could have sucked you into the sell, suck you into the long. It's like, no. Okay, Euro GBP. Now, did you get into that? You did.
I did get back into the sell, and it's
it's just mulling around.
Limping, mulling around again.
Looping, yeah.
I mean, look at those last 3 candles. I mean, ordinary.
I know. It's
not, I mean, they're so small you can barely see them. Like 3 red dots on the.
Yeah, it's like an old guy having a piss in the snow, isn't it? Really, just a couple of dots. Yes. What do they say? It's like, having a piss. It's like trying to sign your name. You got a lot of full stops. Anyway, Tom wouldn't know. He's too young for understanding any of that. Anyway.
He's too young, but he's older than me, but he's still too young for that.
Actually, I don't know how young you are, Darren.
Oh well, coming up to my big 40 plus a bit.
But,
I've got my big 60 next year.
have you? Oh yeah, I've done
Friday.
I've well and truly done that. I got the
As
six
do
six.
I.
Sorry, Tom, what do you got?
As do I. I'll hit the big
Oh,
six next year.
oh, both of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, well, I've got the 6 6 next in a couple of weeks.
We'll have to have a
No
big, have to have a
kidding.
big party on this call, won't we? Yeah. Bring the beer to the call or something.
The 60 party, yeah. Why not?
Mind you, with it only being 5 a.m. for you, Brian, it might be a bit early, but
That's okay. I could still, it'll be 5 p.m. somewhere in the world.
yeah, yeah.
All right, you're a GBP. No, still not, not convinced of that. Now, you're a JPY. Look at that. All
That's
of
a nice
these
push
against
up.
the JPY have all pushed up. No real news or anything. Um, it has been gradually just climbing its way and pull back and climb. And
Again,
I
you
think
just
this,
need a massive stop loss to stay in it, wouldn't you? That's been the problem.
yeah, you'd need quite a
To
bit. But I
stay in
still
it.
think that this is one potentially to get into. It's broken over that.
Yeah.
We got green, we got white, we got blue again. So anyway, something to think about. You're at NZD. Can't be. Oh no, we're only 538. Sorry. Rubbish. Absolute rubbish. Right? Absolute rubbish. God. No. It's just nothing. All right. You're at Singapore. Now, again, look at the candle. They're not even candles. They're, as you said, dots on the chart. Interesting though that we have a crossover here. See the white come down here, all that sell out, and you've got the red crossed over. Now,
Well, there's plenty of targets for this to aim for a sell.
yeah.
You look on the
Absolutely.
ordinary candles, you look down.
Yeah.
Back
I'm
in
waiting
March.
to be honest, I'm waiting for this to come up, match up these couple of things, and then drop itself back out again. Tom doesn't trade this, so he can have an opinion. He's allowed to have an opinion. But I think we'll see this up here. I think it'll come back up to here somewhere and then drop itself back off again. Anyway,
Can you shrink it down so I can see the whole thing?
You're allowed to have a look at it. Here, look at where it's come back down to here. See all of this? It's basically come back to that point. And that's why I reckon it'll come to there, just there, and then drop itself back off again. Because it's gone from that green to red. It's gone from the blue to the white. It's pulling back before it starts to come back down again. Well, that's my opinion, Tom. You don't need to. But it'd be nice.
Yeah, no, it's that you. Well, you're at a pivotal point. You're at 50% of the trade.
Yeah, correct.
So now is it either going to go back up to grab all that liquidity sitting there, or is it going to continue pushing down? So for me, I would put, because I love my boxes. The last high
up here.
No, it's a red wick underneath the red line.
Oh, that one here.
Yeah, I would put from the top of that red wick.
Yeah.
I would put a box to the bottom where your white line is. And
yeah, I think. Yeah, hang on. Let me do this because I think it's this. That across here. I think that's the last white one. That's the top of the wick there that come and touched it. I think it'll come up to here, either into or whatever, and then drop itself back off again. If it does and it breaks, and it'll go up higher, but I still think we're in the sell with this. It's been long-term buy. I think this drop off here. That was the high up here. It's come back up, not broken it with that little red wick, and then dropped itself off.
Right. I agree.
Okay.
What I'm saying is two things. One, I would put that white box from the top of the red wick down to the bottom. And then I would go.
Yeah.
And then I would go into that white box and I would find the fair value gap. And then I would watch my two red and white trend bars as they come across, because that's going to tell you where in the high and lows against what? The fair value gap, and which side out of the box it's going to come, because of those two lines are now touching.
Yeah.
Because you've already created the W and left a fair value gap. So that's how I would set up the trade, because you don't know which way it's going to go.
No.
Did that make sense?
Yeah, correct. You can forecast it. That's the only thing. So where have I got there? Yeah, okay. Anyway, I'm going to wait to see what it does here. I think I'm not willing. Could have, but I'm not willing to buy it up into. But we'll just see what it does when it comes up. All right, you're not on that one. Time of trade. Euro USD. I'm in the buy.
Yeah, I'm in the buy. Pull back today.
Yeah, 10 pips up on it. Bloody piece of rubbish, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, about 50 pips up, but still.
Yeah. There is a bit of news coming up, though. FOMC minutes, that tends to push things around a bit. Inflation, that's good. Inflation for the Euro's down. It might pull back a bit anyway. We'll see what happens. Not too, it's not a big, I don't think it's a big winner, that one. Okay, none of them, I don't think, are going to return lots of profit in a minute. GA, gosh, you got into that long, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm in this, so it's in profit at the moment. It's pushed into profit, pulled back into a little bit of drawdown. It's pushed back into profit.
I know, it's way
working
down
its
now.
way up very slowly.
Yeah.
The pound is relatively strong at the moment.
Yes, it is. You're right. You're right. And we've got these two trend lines about to meet off here. This looks like it would have been the low out the X48 here, bang, bang, bang. And now it's pushed up. The only thing is, it'll probably pull back when it gets past this. We might get one more brick and then it'll pull back. But there is this to go looking for, which is only another 2 bricks. It might come up to there. Go looking for that.
It's been an uptrend for quite some time.
Yeah, quite some time. Yeah. But it did do this, big pullback down here.
That big spike up, well, that was never going to last, was it?
No way.
No, it just comes straight back down again.
Yeah.
That was the tariff announcements, wasn't it? A bit short, and then go straight back down. 3rd, 4th of April. That was the tariffs.
That's what it did. And then back up here. Okay. I'm not in it. I'm not planning on getting into it yet. I'll see what happens here and then pull back a bit, and then we'll see what happens with these couple of trend lines too, because that's turned blue to green like it would. Anyway, GBP CAD.
Again, I'm in this for the buy. It's
Yeah.
pushed into profit, back into drawdown. It's now slightly in profit.
You look at it. Look at the pack of bricks here. See, they're building the house. It's like they go up, down. Nah, nothing there yet. No. Okay, yeah. Anyway, GBP CHF. They're all just the same thing here. That would have been a good one to get in off the bottom here, but now I'm not so sure. It's already taken that. It's more like, yeah, I reckon it could push up to here. This is okay. The green blue things, it's okay. I'll just look at that one. GBP JPY.
I made a bit of profit out that last push up, and then it eventually came back and profited out. I thought about getting back in, and I think I should have done now.
Yeah. Let's go long on it. I reckon that'll break that high. Let's see. GN. No. Again, that's the British pound is strong, isn't it? But it's just like not really. There's no real momentum, is there? GBP and Singapore, that was a good one. You're in that one?
I'm in this for the buy, so it's in profit.
Yeah.
But it's run out of steam, though.
Well, it is Tuesday. It's done the suck back. We'll see. I think it's still in potential to move. It's still got to beat this red wick here, I think. Anyway, GU.
Yeah,
another one. Now, that's pulled back to the day, but I think that will push up further, to be honest.
It's been pushing up now. There's been an uptrend since the start of the year, pretty much, hasn't it?
Yeah, but it's pulled back down in the last 24 hours, you can see. Oh, it's been going up since back here, end of January. It's just inauguration or whatever. Right, okay. NZDs, are they still hopeless? Yeah, that's hopeless.
Yeah.
That again's hopeless. That again is hopeless. Something like that. That again in you. Again, it's like AU. I'm sorry. Yeah, AU's crap. Singapore Japanese yen. Now that has pulled back up. All right, so I reckon that's out of there. I reckon we're going to be to break that high. I reckon it'll come back up in here, or even up to there, or even to there, maybe to there. Okay, that one's willing to think. Now, this is my UCAD. Here's the question, Tom. I should be out of this. Yeah, I think I should be out of it because it's pulling back up to here. But then again, so I'm in this time for the sell and have been since this 1, 2, 3 down here. Got into it. Did really well. It's now pulled back up here, which is okay. I'm not fussed with that. You would have got out when it created that brick with the wick down, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Now, the thing that I do have, though, is that this is still red up here. This is still white here. It'll come back up. It might even come back up and, well, hopefully not break that red wick and then drop back off again.
Right.
But in your scenario, you would get out of the trade, wait for it to pull back, get back in again, and then get into the sell again.
The trade you're looking at,
yeah,
is pretty much the trade I have set up.
Oh, you've got it set up here for it to come back to there and then drop back off again.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Right there at the last white and blue candle.
Yeah, this one here. With that other, yeah, okay.
It shouldn't beat the blue high?
No. But you reckon, it could beat this white here with the red wick.
Right. So I have my setup from the blue high to the white low.
Yeah.
And then I'm watching that white CM trim bar as it travels through this box.
Yeah.
To get out the other side.
Yeah.
So I have my fair value gap marked, which is that white box where they touch the line.
Yeah.
It shouldn't beat that last high to the left that you have the box around. And it should stay within the pullback to not beat the high.
Yeah.
And get another further push down.
Push down. Yeah.
But if you're uncomfortable on whether or not how far you want to think you want to take this, is I would move that white box down to the bottom second row there.
Which white box?
The bottom box.
Oh, you reckon this one needs to move down to there?
That's where it should be, yeah.
Okay.
And now if this closes and hits your white rail, bing, and closes above. Any candles that close above this white box is coming back to that red line.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
That means you've created the low. You have your previous low.
Yeah, but potentially not break the high and then come back and break the low.
Right. But this is going to take off. And what it's going to do is it's going to leave a fair value gap box here.
Yeah.
So then you have your high, your new low, your fair value gap, as it comes up, is going to take and have to beat that 6-pack sitting there where the white line is.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're going to get a candle, a wick.
So for me, I'm taking profit right now before that thing closes, and I'm just going to, because I really should have done it yesterday, but that's okay. It's all just, so I'm out of this trade now, right? And I'm just watching. So I got, I don't know, probably 1% or something out of it.
Fantastic.
Yeah, 1.5 or something like that. So we'll just see. Because I think this will, potentially pull up to here, not break that high. My thing is it'll probably break that, maybe that. It'll come up and then basically drop back off. So I'll get back into the sell again. And maybe, if it comes up, we get a turn. I got 1, 2, 3 for the short. I'll just get in on that third one. All right. Lovely. And if it, whatever happens, it happens. Okay, USD CHF. That also is pulling up past that little bit. Not in that trade. All right. And UJ? Yeah, they're all pulling up just that little bit, aren't they? 1, 2, 3. So that would have been and it's in positive at the moment. I reckon that will pull back up. Well, you can see how it went green, white, red. Let's just see what it does here. Then pull back down again, get into it. USD and Singapore. Now, I want to get into the sell of this, but I've got to wait for it to come back up and see where it turns to come back down again. Gold is 3,305. It's doing a little pullback. And maybe that, yeah, look at that. 1, 2, 3. It's more likely to come back down now. Are you out of that yet? No, you're still in it, Derek.
Yeah.
No, see, I personally be getting into the sell now. And purely because that US dollar strengthened a little bit, I reckon that'll pull back. Not guaranteed, but anyway. Silver. Yeah. Rubbish. Bitcoin's still at that 109. It's just mulling around there. And where's your oil? Ah, it's gone down slightly. But ever so slightly. It's still just up, down, up, down. Still around that 60, 61. Well, there you go. There's a few that I might look at later. We'll just see. I've got I've got a chart. I've got to go to the school where one of my grandsons is, and he's in cross country today. So I've got to take a busload of cross country primary school kids to the local race course where they're going to be doing cross country running. So I'll make my day busy as well. All right, gentlemen. Anything else to add to the spice of the people coming towards the 60? No,
Not for me.
Not for you.
Oh. No.
You haven't. Nobody's planning big parties for you, or
no, I don't do that stuff.
You don't? Oh,
No.
I thought you would. I thought you'd be kicking your heels up. Darren, you going to Turkey or?
Probably in August, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, for the 60, I was thinking.
Nothing planned for that yet, don't know.
Oh, too far away. Yeah,
it's
a little bit like Father's Day.
February next year, so it's a while off that yet.
It's a bit like Father's Day. It's a bit of a non-event, really. You got to make your own whoopee. Anyway, okay. Take it easy, gentlemen.
Right.
I will hopefully see you tomorrow, and we'll see if any of these start moving at all. Okay. See you later. Ciao.
All right. Take care.